the wait is over. It is time for my 2025 gift in a jar video. I know you look forward to this every year, and if you've missed any of the videos, I will link them for you in the video description. This year, I have 5 gift in a jar ideas that I think you're gonna love. Fireside Chili mix, it is so yummy. Cinna-mas oatmeal, Santa's sugar cookies, Merry Little pasta mix, as well as candy cane cocoa mix. I cannot wait to share these ideas with you, so grab yourself a cocoa or coffee and let's get started. Before I get started, I would like to take a minute and thank MIDI Health for sponsoring today's video. If you are not familiar with MIDI Health is a virtual care clinic whose mission is rooted truly in seeing, hearing, and understanding women. As a 50-year-old woman, it can be scary as your body changes and you can feel alone with what you're experiencing. If you're like me, you can totally relate. That is why I appreciate and love MIDI Health, because I can connect with an expert who understands women's health, especially when it comes to perimenopause, menopause, and weight loss. And don't just take it from me, you can read the reviews from other women. You can go to my sponsor, trymidi.com/mothertime, or click the link in the video description to schedule a virtual visit to join the over 200,000 women, including myself, that love and trust MIDI for their midlife care, and they accept insurance. It is so easy to start. You simply book a virtual visit with a MIDI clinician right in the comfort of your own home. There are no membership fees or hidden costs. They bill your insurance just like any healthcare provider. What else I love about MIDI Health is that they have proven results. 94% report improvement with hot flashes and night sweats within 3 months. And 93% report improvement with trouble sleeping or insomnia within 5 months. 92% report improvement within 2 months for moodiness, irritability, anxiety, or depression. And 89% report improvement within 5 months for brain fog and memory lapses. And 80% report improvement within 5 months for hair and skin changes. I hope you give them a try. I am so happy I did. You can go to my sponsor, trymidi.com/mothertime, or click the link in the video description to schedule a virtual visit to join the over 200,000 women, including myself, who love and trust MIDI for their midlife care. And again, they accept insurance. And thanks again to my friends at MIDI Health for sponsoring today's video. So when it comes to making gifts in a jar, I've got you covered with all of the tags and all of the recipes. You can download this free ebook on my blog, and I will link it in the video description, so you'll get the recipe. Each recipe is to make 1, which I like, because then you can just make an assembly line if you want to make more than that, or if you just want to make 1. Sometimes you see recipes and it's like, it's going to make 10 and you only want 1 or 2. That is why I designed these recipes to be 1 at a time. And then if you need more than that, you can just create, again, an assembly line to make as many as you need. And they also have all of the tags included as well, that you can use some sticker paper if you want to stick them directly on the jar, or just use a hole punch and attach them with some ribbon. So make sure you have your jars, your tags, and again, you can download this ebook with all of the recipes and the free tags on my blog, and I will link it in the video description. Creating these gifts in a jar is meant to be fun, so get on a festive apron, put on the Christmas music, grab those jars and those ingredients to make these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what the recipe I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you all of the ingredients and anything else you need to know, and then I'm gonna show you how I make it. So that will be just to music, but I'm gonna show you ahead of time like what you need for each recipe. Then I'll show you how I assemble it and use the ribbon. And then of course you wanna add them to little gift baskets, or you can just have them to gift. These are all tried and true and so good. I actually have the Fireside Chili going right now, and I'm gonna give you a little peek at how to make it. I just browned my ground beef. Into that, I'm gonna add beef broth, 1 box. You could even use some water too, but I like using the beef broth. And then you can add some more water or broth if needed. The beans soak it all up. And then I have a can of diced tomatoes. Pour that in, as well as a can of tomato sauce. Pour that in. And then all the contents in the jar. Dump that in too. Give it a mix. I'm gonna bring this to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer and let it cook for a few hours until the beans are tender. The chili has been simmering and it smells so good, and it is all done. The beans are nice and tender. It looks amazing. This makes a nice big pot of chili, perfect for a cold day. That is why I call it the Fireside Chili. Perfect to enjoy while sitting by the fire. And again, this is the chili right off the stove. I don't do any adjustments. I make it just like the jar and just like the recipe calls for. It is so easy and delicious, so I definitely encourage you to make yourself a jar as well. So I'm gonna show you how to make one jar at a time so you can see how easy it is. I'm gonna have just some Christmas music playing so you can enjoy a cup of cocoa while you watch me assemble these jars, along with adding the tag and some ribbon so it is ready to gift. So whether you pick just one of these recipes or you wanna make all of them, again, I like to start by making an assembly line. So we're gonna start with the Fireside Chili, since that is what I'm talking about. I like to get all my ingredients out first. So gather your ingredients, lay them out so you know exactly what you have, get your jars, get your ribbon, and then you're ready to go. So for the Fireside Chili mix, all of the ingredients are listed here, how to layer it here, and then there are the free tags that you can cut out, or again, like I mentioned, use sticker paper if you want to stick them to the jar. So for this, you're going to want some dried beans, dried pinto beans, dried kidney beans, dried black beans, and then a bunch of spices. Lay them out too. We're going to use dried minced garlic or minced onion. So like this is the dried, this is actually chopped, so you can do the minced or the chopped. Then you're also going to need the spices, our ground cumin, garlic powder, paprika, dried oregano, salt and pepper, and then I'm just going to layer them in the jar. Now it does come a little, it doesn't go all the way up to the jar, top of the jar. You could add a little bit more beans if you want, but I really like this ratio, so I keep it just as how I have the recipe in. Quart-sized jar, get it all layered up, and then seal the jar, add some ribbon, add the tag, and you are ready to gift. Next up is Santa's sugar cookies. These are so easy to make, and then you just need butter, eggs, and vanilla to actually make the cookies. And so for the jars, quart-size jar again, all-purpose flour, baking soda, baking powder, and sugar. And then I like to add some holiday sprinkles too. You could even add some little mini M&Ms as well. Today I think I'm gonna do the sprinkles, but you could do M&Ms as well. To layer it on top to make it all festive, add the label, add the cover, and you are ready to gift these yummy and delicious Santa sugar cookies. And again, you have the printable right there to attach to your jars. Next up is Cinna-mas oatmeal, and this comes together so quick because of the quick oats. So this cooks really, really quick. So for this recipe, I'm gonna be using quick oats. You don't wanna have the old-fashioned oats, you want the quick oats because those cook quick. along with brown sugar, dried raisins or dried cranberries. You can even get the bags that have like the mixture of the golden raisins too if you want to do a mixture. You can also omit the raisins or the dried cranberries too. You could also add pecans or walnuts or omit those as well. I'm going to leave those out. Cinnamon, a touch of nutmeg if you want to, and some salt. Again, I like to mix it all together because if you layer this one, then you're going to have all of the oats on the bottom and then the sugar and the spices on top. So I actually like to mix this all together first so it's all nice and combined. So when you scoop it out to make a bowl of this oatmeal, everything's combined and you're not just getting a lot of sugar or a lot of oats or none of the spices. So definitely want to mix this one together first. If you want to add something on top, some of the dried raisins or the golden raisins or the dried cranberries on top to make it a little extra festive, you can do that. But definitely want to mix it together first instead of layering this one. I know layering is sometimes fun, but mix it all together so that when you go for a scoop of this, you get everything nicely distributed. Next up is the candy cane cocoa mix. This is like a peppermint white hot chocolate. It is so good. So definitely make yourself a jar as well. So assembling everything as listed. So it's all got all of those layers, but if you want to kind of mix it all together, you can do that too. It doesn't necessarily have to be layered. You're welcome to stir it all together and then pour it in a jar. Maybe you're just making yourself some of this for your home as well and you don't care if it's layered or not. You can just put it all in a container too. So for this recipe, powdered milk, white chocolate chips, sugar, powdered sugar, crushed peppermint. I actually like to use the peppermint dust, vanilla coffee creamer, or you could use peppermint coffee creamer, and that's the powder. You don't want to, of course, any liquid, and then mini marshmallows, but I like to use like the little dried mini marshmallows, but you could just use regular mini marshmallows as well. We're going to assemble this all together, put the jar or put the lid on it and a tag, and this yummy and delicious and creamy candy cane cocoa is ready to gift. Last up is Merry Little Pasta Mix. This is kind of a play on like the Marry Me chicken. It's got a lot of the same flavors. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using dried tomato flakes, which you can get at some stores or just order it on Amazon. That is what I do, and a little goes a long way. Dried minced onion, dried parsley, dried basil, oregano, garlic powder, sugar, salt, pepper, and if you want a little bit of a kick, you could add some dried red pepper flakes as well. Layer it all together, or you can mix it up, and then for cooking, you're just gonna need pasta, some diced tomatoes. So you could even make this like into a little gift basket as well, and also add a little splash of heavy cream if you have it on hand if you're making this too. And that is also on the printable recipe card that you can attach to. It's got everything you're gonna need for cooking day and how to make it as well. This pasta is so good. Feel free to add some chicken if you want to add a little bit of meat to it, but it is so yummy, this Merry Little Pasta Mix. Okay guys, that is all for today's video. Let me know, what is your favorite gift in a jar idea I shared, or do you have one that you love to make every year? I would love to know. You can also follow me on social media at Mother Time. You can check out my blog, mothertime.com. And if you've enjoyed this video and you're not subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to click that subscribe button so you never miss any of these videos. Thanks guys for hanging out with me here today. I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye guys.